The kitchen is the heart of the home. It's where we gather, where we share, where we can be our truest selves. Welcome to The Kitchen with Jean, where food meets life and conversations flow as freely as the coffee. Join Jean Edelman for her brand new series every other Thursday. Jean explores ingredients that make life delicious. The kitchen is where we learn about our food, cooking styles, seasonal eating, and how food affects our health and our mood. Jean guides us every step of the way with practical tips and science-backed insights. Whether you're a foodie, a life enthusiast, or just someone seeking to be the best version of yourself, pull up a chair. There's always room at Jean's table. The Kitchen with Jean, premiering March 6th at 1 p.m. Eastern. New episodes dropping every other week on the Self-Care with Jean podcast. Subscribe now, because the heart of every home is in the kitchen.
Hi, I'm Jean Edelman. For decades, I've been a student of the healing arts: Reiki, traditional Chinese medicine, homeopathy, acupuncture, plant-based, and macrobiotic cooking. Join me on this journey and hear my thoughts of the week. Good to be back with you this week. Last week we talked about wabi-sabi, having a broader lens on life and having more patience with ourselves and others, having more focus on what's important and not getting pulled into the drama or chaos. So let me ask you, did you find time to sit with your journal? Did you find time for a nice winter walk? I hope so. I love working together to build a better version of ourselves and really showing up for life. But this week, I want to shift over to talking about ABC. Always be curious. When we're curious, we're learning. When we're learning, our mind is open to what can be. We're allowing change. We're allowing what can be. When we stop being curious, we become rigid, stagnant, and very stuck. But we are in better health when we can be curious, where we're fluid and flexible. Being curious means that we're constantly looking for something new and wanting to learn about it, and having that beginner's mind, not thinking that we know everything all the time, because we don't. And so let's work through an action item for the week, because what I want to do is I want us to choose 3 areas to practice being curious. So I'm going to give 3 examples. Our first is our food. We can get so stuck and stagnant in our menus and the food we're eating, the way we're preparing it, the seasonings that we're using. And this is a wonderful time of year as our farmers markets are beginning to open up, that we can maybe set some intentions to try some different foods and vegetables. It can be so much fun to create a beautiful, colorful plate with some items that we've never tried before. And it's not always going to be perfect. Trust me, I've had a lot of failures. But it's fun to create, it's fun to choose, it's fun to be flexible and have fluidity in our life. Our health will be more balanced if we can create more colorful dishes and have more variety. The second area I think we could be curious with is movement, because movement can bring tremendous balance in our life. So here's the spoiler alert. We are made of energy. And when we stop moving, for instance, if we're sitting too long, we have created stagnant energy in our body. And that's when we begin to feel our aches and our pains and our neck hurts and our back hurts because we've been sitting, maybe we've been on too many meetings on Zoom. But this is a signal our body is talking to us that we need to get up and move, swing our arms, do some yoga stretches, do some Tai Chi or Qigong. But moving creates change, which allows our body to flow, which creates balance within ourselves. And so we really need to try to bring some movement or different movement into our day. And the third area that we can put into our action item is our breath. Let us be curious about our breath. Most of us, when we breathe, it comes from a very shallow upper part of our chest. But truthfully, to get a very deep breath, when we are scared, angry, depressed, we want this deep breath to come from our belly. So you can try it. You can put your hand on your belly, take a deep breath and feel your hand move, and then exhale. And that is a good deep belly breath. This is a breath that can help us relax. It helps our nervous system relax. And maybe we can think a little bit more clearly, and maybe we can settle down. But our breath brings balance to our nervous system and our body. But these are just 3 examples. I want you to sit down and think for a moment. What are 3 areas that you can bring some curiosity into your day, into your week? So ABCs are about getting back to basics, keeping life simple, and always being curious. We're not going to know everything. We don't need to know everything. And we should want to continue to learn and find out things on new topics and just go keep exploring and learning. Life will flow along with more comfort and ease if we can have more curiosity in our week. I want us to remember that this is Earth School. We're always, always learning. That's the key. Always keep learning. And the biggest lesson is love, and to love ourselves and to love others. And to remember that life is for us and life is coming from us. So ABCs, real simple. But hey, I am super excited. I want to announce my new segment that I'm creating. It's called The Kitchen with Jean. I think that life's best moments happen in the kitchen. Think about it. Whenever we gather as a family or with friends, where do we always hang out? We always hang out in the kitchen. This is where we share and we can just have fun and be our truest selves. So I want to welcome you to next week. We're beginning our series, The Kitchen with Jean, where food meets life and conversations flow as freely as the coffee. My brand new series is going to drop every other Thursday, where I want to explore ingredients and making life delicious, whether it be the topic or the ingredients. But I want to make it easy and healthy and effortless and fun. So I will guide us through every step of the way with practical tips, delicious recipes, and science-backed insights. And whether we're a foodie, a life enthusiast, or just someone seeking to be the best version of ourselves, let's pull up a chair because there's always room at my table in the kitchen.